The prophet Yesha'yahu, Isaiah, chapter 30. Woe to the rebellious children, says Adonai. They make plans, but the plans are not mine. They develop alliances but not from my spirit, in order to pile sin upon sin. They go down to Egypt, but don't consult me, seeking refuge in Pharaoh's protection, seeking shelter in Egypt's shadow. But Pharaoh's protection will bring you shame. Shelter in Egypt's shadow will lead to disgrace. Though his princes are at Zoan, and his envoys have reached Hanes, they all are disappointed with a people that doesn't help them, who give no assistance and no advantage, only disappointment and disgrace. A prophecy about the animals in the Negev. In a land of trouble and anguish, of lionesses and roaring lions, of vipers and poisonous flying serpents, they carry their riches on donkeys' backs and their treasures on camels' humps, to a people who will not help them. For Egypt's help is worthless, pointless, so I call her arrogance doing nothing. Now go, inscribe it on a tablet, write it for them in a scroll, so that on the final day it will be a witness forever and ever. For this is a rebellious people. They are lying children, children who refuse to hear the Torah of Adonai. They say to the seers, do not see. To those who have visions, do not tell us the visions you have as they really are, but flatter us, fabricate illusions. Get out of the way, leave the path, rid us of the Holy One of Israel. Therefore, here is what the Holy One of Israel says. Because you reject this word, trust in extortion, and rely on deceit, this sin will become for you a crack bulging out high on a wall, showing signs as it is ready to fall. Then suddenly, all at once, it breaks. He will break it like a clay pot, ruthlessly shattering it into pieces so tiny, not even a potsherd remains for taking fire from the fireplace, or scooping water from the cistern. For this is what Adonai Elohim, the Holy One, says. Returning and resting is what will save you. Calmness and confidence will make you strong. But you want none of this. No, you say, we will flee on horseback. Therefore you will surely flee. And we will ride on swift ones. So your pursuers will be swift. 1,000 will flee at the threat of 1. You all will flee at the threat of 5, until you are left isolated, like a flagstaff on a mountaintop, like a banner on a hill. Yet Adonai is just waiting to show you favor. He will have pity on you from on high, for Adonai is a God of justice. Happy are all who wait for him. People in Zion who live in Yerushalayim, you will weep no more. At the sound of your cry, he will show you his grace. On hearing it, he will answer you. Though Adonai may give you but bread and water, and not very much of that, your teacher will no longer hide himself. But with your own eyes you will see your teacher. With your ears you will hear a word from behind you. This is the way. Stay on it, whether you go to the right or the left. You will treat as unclean your silver-covered idols and your cast metal images plated with gold. You will throw them away like menstrual cloths. You will say to them, get out of here. Then he will give you rain for the seed you use to sow your land, and the food that comes from the ground will be rich and abundant. When that day comes, your cattle will graze in spacious pastures. The oxen and donkeys that work the land will eat a tasty mixture, winnowed free of chaff, spread by pitchfork and shovel. On every high mountain and lofty hill will be streams and flowing brooks, on a day of great slaughter when the towers fall. Moreover, the light of the moon will be as bright as the light of the sun, and the light of the sun will be 7 times stronger, like the light of 7 days in one. On the day Adonai binds up the wounds of his people and heals the bruise caused by the blow. Here comes the name of Adonai from afar, his anger burning and thick rising smoke. His lips are full to the brim with fury, his tongue a consuming fire. His breath is like a racing torrent that rises up to the neck, to sift the nations with the sieve of destruction, and put a bridle in the people's mouths to lead them astray. Your song will be like one that is sung on a night when a holy feast is kept, and your hearts will be happy, as if walking to the sound of the flute, to the mountain of Adonai, to the rock of Israel. Adonai will make his glorious voice heard, and he will reveal his arm descending with furious anger in a flaming firestorm, with cloudbursts, tempests, and hailstones. For Adonai's voice will terrify Ashur, as with his scepter he strikes them down. Every sweep of the punishing rod that Adonai imposes on him will be to tambourines and lyres, as he brandishes his arm against them in battle. For the Tophet fire pit has long been ready, prepared for the king, made large and deep, with plenty of wood and blazing with fire, like a stream of sulfur. Adonai's breath sets it aflame. End of Isaiah chapter 30.